Welcome back. She's known as the grandmother of Juneteenth, but Miss Opal Lee is not your typical nonagenarian. Though small in stature, Miss Opal, as she's affectionately called, has always stood tall in her convictions.
During a visit to Savannah, photojournalist Drew Hunt and I had a chance to sit down with her at First Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church. She spoke of her life, both the challenges and accomplishments. In 2016, at the tender age of 89, Miss Opal Lee embarked on a mission to make Juneteenth a national holiday.
Freedom means freedom for everybody, not just black folk or Texas. Freedom for everybody. And we ain't free yet.
Walking from Fort Worth, Texas to Washington, D.C., the retired teacher and lifelong community activist gained momentum and support along the way.
I had this itch that maybe at 89, nearly 90, I hadn't done enough. So my team gave me the send-off from Baker Chapel African Methodist Episcopal Church, and I was to walk from Fort Worth to Washington, D.C., 1,400 miles. It didn't happen. I don't want anybody to think I walked 1,400 miles. I didn't. But it started off that way. I'd walk 2.5 miles. I'd take up where I left off, and I'd walk Fort Worth, Arlington, Grand Prairie, Dallas, Box Springs. People were so nice to me. Oh, they got me from place to place. Shreveport, somebody took me to Texarkana, somebody took me to Little Rock, St. Louis, Denver, Colorado Springs, Atlanta. I was all over the place. We had asked President Obama to walk with us from the Frederick Douglass House to the Capitol. He was in Chicago. I didn't get what I wanted. But P. Diddy helped me with 1,500,000 signatures that we took to Congress. And we were prepared to take that many more when we got the call to go to the White House.
The culmination of a lifelong effort came to fruition in 2022 when Miss Opal stood beside President Joe Biden as he signed the Juneteenth National Independence Day Act into law, commemorating the emancipation of enslaved people in the United States.
Oh, I was overwhelmed. I was joyful. I still pinch myself sometimes to see if it was really true. To be there with the president and the vice president and the legislators, that's what I could have done the whole dance.
She's now recognized the world over, but that certainly isn't where her story began. Born at the turn of the 19th century in Marshall, Texas, Miss Opal and her family settled in Fort Worth. For as long as she can remember, Juneteenth had always brought her family and community together. But in 1939, it nearly tore them apart when a racist mob forced them out of their home.
On the 19th, people began to gather around the house. And the paper says it was 500 of them. That the police were there and they couldn't control the mob. My dad came with a gun. The police told him if he busted a cap, he would have done it. They let the mob have us. So my parents sent us to friends several blocks away. And they left on the cover of darkness. Those people drove the furniture out. They did despicable things. Our parents never ever discussed it with us. Never, ever. They worked like Trojans. They bought another home.
Those days are long gone, and with wisdom and wit, Miss Opal has managed to achieve the unimaginable.
I keep telling people, we can't rest on our laurels. There are too many other things that need to be attended to. And I'm talking about joblessness and homelessness and health care that some of us can get and others can't. Climate change that we are responsible for. And so I'm gonna keep on walking and talking until somebody listens.
Her travels have taken her through many cities across the country, including Savannah, where her sorority sisters of Zeta Phi Beta welcomed her with open arms. Last year, Mayor Van Johnson presented her with the key to the city. Plans are now in the works for a national Juneteenth museum in her hometown. Meanwhile, Miss Opal continues to make headlines. In 2022, she was nominated for a Nobel Prize, and in 2023, she was honored as the second Black woman to have her portrait hung in the Texas Senate chamber.
I'm going around telling young people, and I mean everybody, to make themselves a committee of one, to change somebody's mind. We know people who aren't on the same page we are. Change their mind. Because if people can be taught to hate, they can be taught to love.
And like her name, Miss Opal is a jewel, a national treasure whose efforts and footprints have created a path for generations to come.
What do you want people to know about you?
That she was an old lady in tennis shoes, getting in everybody's business and having a good time doing it.
And changing the world by doing it.
Now at 97, more than 80 years after she was forced to leave her family's Texas home, Miss Lee has been gifted that same land from Habitat for Humanity, a national nonprofit that builds affordable housing in communities across the country. The organization has also decided to construct a home for Miss Opal on that same lot.